All right, Oklahoma. Well, yes, it's time, of course, to brace for the winter, and we've got your winter weather outlook coming up for us. Let's talk about kind of how you can do a long-term weather forecast for an entire season. It is a challenging task, but there are some tools, there are some tips and tricks that we can use to kind of try to do that. So you hear us talk a lot about El Nino, La Nina. What does that mean? Well, you got to leave Tulsa, you got to go all the way down to parts of the Pacific Ocean off the west coast of South America. There's a kind of pool of water down here, and believe it or not, some years it's a little warmer than normal, other years it's a little cooler than normal. That fluctuation is enough to affect the weather in Oklahoma. So El Nino is whenever that's a little warmer than normal. La Nina is whenever this pool of water is a couple degrees cooler than normal. We're not talking anything but more than a degree and a half here, but it does have a tendency to make a big difference, and that will have an impact for Oklahoma weather. All right, so you go back, you take a look at all the La Nina years. What does that mean, and what do we think is going to happen this year? Well, again, La Nina forecast all ties together to bring us what we believe temperatures will be near normal coming up for the winter season. Now, what does that mean to you? You may think, okay, well, it won't be all that cold. Well, hold on just a minute, okay, because normal in Oklahoma, if you take a look at normal, you take a look at these temperatures, we'll be talking about, again, some days will be kind of mild, kind of nice. Other days, we think there will be enough cold snaps to keep us very chilly. And in fact, for a big period of the year, it's fairly normal to see lows below freezing. Speaking of below freezing, that's an all-important ingredient. Everybody wants to know, how much snow are we going to see this year? It's impossible to give you a number, but what we can go back and do is, once again, we can look at normal years. In Tulsa, normally, we see a little over 6.5 inches of snowfall. La Nina years have a good chance to give us above normal snowfall. In fact, the La Nina total averages about 10 inches. But just be warned, La Nina, not the end-all be-all. It's only about 30% of the equation, and there's enough factors, I think, working against snowfall this year that I think we will actually wind up with slightly below normal snowfall. Okay, that's our official prediction coming up for this winter. Again, regardless, in Oklahoma, we'll see cold snaps, we will see snow, we will see the potential for ice, but that's going to be what we're going to call for coming up for this winter. There's your winter outlook, folks. For News Channel 8, I'm meteorologist Colton Williams.